Hey guys, it's Hollywood. About a month or so ago, I reviewed this backpack from 3V Gear. This is the Subrosa. And I mentioned in that video how I have to travel for work quite regularly, and I don't like taking a single strap messenger bag that I use on a normal day-to-day basis for my laptop and all that stuff, because walking through security lines and the immigration lines and walking and waiting for taxis and all that stuff gets real uncomfortable with the weight that my bag can tend to be. So I take this with me. In that video, I mentioned I'm not a huge fan of sling bags. Now some of you are, and 3V Gear reached out to me, asked me if I would take a look at this. This is the Shift sling bag. It's part of that same Urban series. It's got the same build quality, same 500D material, and from what I can tell, it's pretty buttoned up, just like that one. If you haven't watched that video on the Subrosa, I'll post a link in the description below. And a couple years ago, I also bought a very large bag that was my get-home bag from them, and I kind of gave them a little grief in the video for some of the stitch quality. Well, like the Subrosa, this one does not have that problem. Everything is very tight, very nicely done. So let's get this on the bench in there and take a look. All right, so we're going to take a look at this from that forward orientation. Very easy to sling the bag around. It does have a grab handle here, so if you wanted to carry it that way, you could. On the front here is a single pouch. It is a slick pouch. There is nothing, no keepers for your key ring. There's nothing in there other than a slick pocket, and it is this size here. I would say roughly 5 by 7 inches. There is another slick pouch here on what would be the top if you hadn't had the bag turned sideways. Again, no attachments for keychains, keepers, anything like that, just another slick pouch. The middle compartment has 2 zippers and opens to a full clamshell fold out. The face here is slick. There may have been an opportunity for them to put some mesh webbing or something in there for some additional storage, but that also probably would have driven the cost of the bag up. You do have some elastic bands on the side here and some smaller ones on this side. And here you can see what I meant about the orientation of the pouches and pockets. With the bag in this sideways configuration, these are all now vertically oriented. So you have a couple pen pouches, and there's also a pocket in the back that extends the entire depth of the bag. Let's look at some of the exterior features before we get into the main compartment. So on this side, there is a water bottle holder. This is a 16-ounce clean canteen, just to give you an idea. So it fits pretty perfectly in there. Here you'll see a continuation of some of this, I called it kind of molly webbing on the Subrosa bag. It's basically just some lashing points, so you could put a jacket or a sweatshirt here, and if you had some paracord or some lashing, you could tie it over to the side here where you have your molly strapping. So I already mentioned this grab handle on the side. It is a very nice foam handle. There is another one on the top, very nice stitching. I don't think you'll have a problem with that ripping out. On the back is their kind of embossed back panel here. It's the same exact design as the Subrosa. And there is also a port here for, as you can see, I have a water bladder in there. There is a D-ring on the strap there, and at the bottom is a very, very robust buckle. On the back here is what many people refer to as a concealed carry pouch. So there is a zippered compartment on the back. And unlike the Subrosa that I reviewed, this one does have a hook Velcro panel on the inside there. So you can affix a compatible holster attachment if you did want to carry off body. Now this does not come with it. This is also from 3V Gear. I just wanted to show you this real quick. They actually make very nice water bladders. Okay, I'll post a link in the description below where you can also check this out, but very well done water bladders. All right, let's get into the main compartment. So with the pull tabs here, this one comes around to right there about the middle of the bottom of the bag. The other one pulls all the way around to the top of the water bottle pouch. If we fold this open, you can see in the bottom here there is a padded sleeve, very nicely padded, with a elastic retention strap. And in here I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro. Now this comes right to the edges, and I could see a possibility if you set this down too hard, you could damage the corners of your laptop. If you have a MacBook Air, that may not be an issue for you. So the MacBook Pro stretches the limits of it there just a little bit. On the top, There is a retention strap here. There's a compartment in the back. This will not hold the 15-inch laptop, but probably would hold a MacBook Air, a 13-inch. And then there's a mesh compartment on the front here. I've had this bag, this is a Maxpedition Kodiak Gear Slinger, for probably 6 or 7 years. This was one of the first sling bags that I ever bought. And I still have it, but I very rarely ever use it. I've already kind of gone through that. But I want you to look at some of the similarities. This is about a $120 bag. It may be cheaper now, I'm not sure, but back when I bought it, it was about $120. This one is 40 bucks. The build quality, if you didn't see the logo and you were just kind of looking at stitching and zippers, you'd have a hard time telling the difference. You know, which one was $120 and which one was $40. In terms of features, they're scarily similar. This one has a water bottle pouch, this one has a water bottle pouch. They both have front compartments. This one has Somali on the outside, but this one's meant to be a little more low-key. I mean, they are very, very similar. The interior compartments on these, you know, in all honesty, it looks like this one took some cues from this, and they set it up almost identical. So, $120-something bag, $40 bag. The Maxpedition was one of the, you know, early heavyweights in the bag scene, and there's so much competition out there from VanQuest and 3V and a lot of these other manufacturers that those price points are getting a little harder to digest. 3V's coming out with some really nice stuff. If you're into sling bags or they fit a need for you, this is a great option for you to look at. I'll post a link in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button below. I've got lots more videos to come, and I'll see you on the next one.